one building at a time.
show. There were 12 winter calves exhibited. Entries 101 and 102 did not show. Entry 103 placed 5th. Entry 104 was our class winner and also first junior, Cross Rider Dream of Height, exhibited by Schmucker, Croft, and Powers of Whitewater, Wisconsin. Entry 105 placed 4th in the class and was our second junior. She also won the Junior Bred Milk Award, LMA Hidalgo Vegas Baby, exhibited by LMA Genetics of DeForest, Wisconsin. Entry 106 was second in the class, BJ Victorious Bahamas, exhibited by Brooklyn Westie of Litchfield, Minnesota. Entry 107 did not show. 108 placed 10th. Entry 109 was 7th. Entry 110 placed 8th. Entry 111 was 12th. Entry 112 was 6th. Entry 113 did not show. Entry 114 was 3rd in the class and won the Red Nose Award, Stadview Hidalgo Vivid, exhibited by Stadview of Litchfield, Minnesota. Entry 115 was 9th, and added entry 116 was 11th. Her name was Big Time Dreammaker Corey, exhibited by Phil and Ann and Willie Johnson of River Falls, Wisconsin. Now in the ring in the Midwest Spring National Jersey Show is our fall heifer calf class.
In the Brown Swiss rank, we have the entries eligible for Intermediate Champion and Open Show. The Spring Junior 2-year-old cows, the winning entry was entry 1306. Axel J.H. B.R. Dell's Delicacy. The winning entry was Genlar Diego Wedding, exhibited by Tristan Oyster. And the second place senior 2 is Hilltop Acres Nash Iggy, exhibited by Tanner Mashek. In the junior 3-year-old cow class, the winner was Harvest Breeze Else Windstorm, exhibited by Tristan Ostrom. And the second place junior 3 went to Apex Collapse Wow, exhibited by Bailey Farms. And in the senior 3-year-old cow class, your winning cow was Top Acres FM Winsit, exhibited by Peyton Bailey. And the second place senior 3 is ABS DD Magical Moment, exhibited by Alexis Blankenberg.
Comes from yeah, I did. Thought it'd be a good idea.
Well, our Jersey show is underway. It's certainly an appropriate time to introduce our judge. Natzke resides in Cleveland, Wisconsin, where he works for Natzke Dairy Farms, managing the genetic and show program, as well as boarding a select group of show cattle. In addition, Kyle owns a small group of Holsteins and Jerseys under the Crestbrook prefix, with his parents, Tim and Barb. Prior to moving back to Wisconsin in May of 2024, he worked at Cashin Holsteins and Jerseys of Tulare, California, for 4 years, where he managed the show cattle and genetics program. Kyle also spent 12 years traveling as a dairy cattle fitter to shows and sales across the U.S. and also has traveled internationally to Canada, Mexico, Holland, Germany, Sweden, and Australia. He has bred and fitted numerous national show winners and All-Americans in multiple breeds and has judged shows in California, New Mexico, Oregon, Utah, Texas, Iowa, Colorado, Wisconsin, and Peru. Kyle was also the proud breeder of and premier breeder of the Heifer show at last year's All-American Jersey show in Louisville. Certainly an incredible accomplishment. And several years ago, Kyle also had the honor of receiving the Merle Howard Award at World Dairy Expo. Let's give our judge, Kyle Natzke, a warm Madison welcome here to the show ring for our Midwest Spring National Jersey Show.
Judge Nails will now select his intermediate champion.
Pulled out our pair of senior twos and junior threes for contention for intermediate champion. 4 cows with beautiful udders, lane tall udders, high wide udders, 4 udders and 1 right into their body wall. I'll go and select our intermediate reserve and honorable mention, but please give them a big round of applause. Our junior three shall be your intermediate champion. She just higher and wider at the very top of that rear udder. It also shows me a little more length to that fore udder over our beautiful udder senior two. For reserve over honorable mention, I just prefer the cleanliness of that hock and the way she tracks out on those rear legs. Congratulations.
Congratulations to your intermediate champion, the junior 3-year-old cow, Harvest Breeze Else Windstorm, exhibited by Tristan Ostrom. And your senior 2-year-old is the reserve intermediate champion. She is Genlar Diego Wedding, exhibited by Tristan Ostrom. Honorable mention intermediate champion goes to the 2nd place junior 3-year-old cow, Apex Collapse Wow, exhibited by Bagley Farms. Thank you to Stephen Farms for the Intermediate Champion Awards.
Jersey Show exhibitors, our judge is making his first lineup in our fall calf class. We need those summer yearlings headed to the gate. Jersey Show exhibitors, your summer yearlings should be headed to ringside. over in our Midwest Spring National Jersey Show ring. Judge Natzke has completed his placing in our Fall Heifer Calf class. Winning the Junior Bred Home Award in the class is entry number 230, Wild Oats, Built for It, exhibited by Jackson Dykesel and Jacob Alum of Pilmar, California. Winning the Bred Note Award in the class is entry number 229, Schulte Brothers Gucci Girl, exhibited by Zach Blake and Mitch Schulte of Watkins, Iowa. Placing third in the class is entry number 213, BJ Chocolate Chip Lil Debbie, exhibited by Cupid Cattle Company, Sherry Siemers Peterman and Crystal Sin of Sherburne, Minnesota. Second in the class and second juniors, entry number 206, Smokin' Hot the French Fry, exhibited by Tenley, Hallie, and Kate Meyer of Postville, Iowa. And winning the class and also first juniors, entry number 205, Co-Star Kid Rock Cinderella, exhibited by Grant Krumstead and Gavin Kishman of Westby, Wisconsin. Congratulations. Judge, your thoughts on our Fall Heifer Calf class?
Well, a really nice class of fall calves all the way down to the end. And I took a little bit longer in this class. It didn't sort quite as easy for me today. But this calf that's coming up to the top of the class for me just has a few small faults. She's a heifer that's so balanced when she's out on the move. Heifer that you have to admire for that style and walks on a great set of feet and legs. Just a heifer that's a lot more eye-appealing through the rump structure than the heifer in second. Taking nothing away from this heifer in second, and heifer you have to really admire for her length of body. The way she walks on her rear feet and legs. I just like to change her through the rump to get her over the heifer that beat her today. With the heifer in second over the heifer in third, she's just a heifer that's clear cut throughout. Heifer that's longer in that head and neck, and a little wider in the pins than the heifer we have coming on third. Third over fourth, she just uses that extreme slope for hooks and pins. The way her tail sets in between her pins to go over the heifer that we have coming out in fourth. Fourth and fifth place heifers, both similar made heifers that you really love their frames, the way they track on their rear feet and legs. You just like to change them in the rump structure and their pin setting to move them in higher in the class. And they just use their dairy quality, their femininity throughout to place over another nice calf that I have coming on the six. Congratulations.
Placings are completed in our 4-year-old cow class, and our first place junior goes to added entry 1909, Powerline Crunch Shania, exhibited by Kendallin Waddell of Waterloo, Wisconsin. Third and second bred and owned goes to VD Beacon Deuce, exhibited by Bagley Farms. Second is entry 1905, Mayor's Spark Victoria, exhibited by Devin and Kayla Mayer and Greg Christensen. And your winning entry and first bred and owned goes to entry 1904, VB Can Do Juno, exhibited by Bagley Farms of Monticello, Wisconsin. Judge Nails with your reason.
A real nice class of 4-year-olds here. The first place cow, she wears the best center. She just shows me a little more levelness and underfloor, a little more correct team size and shape. Still further, I prefer the way her correctness to the slope of her rump and thorough placement over our ultra balanced cow in second. Second over third, she shows me more width to that front end, depth and spring to that forward rear rib, and a little fuller at the very top of the rear end. Then the third and fourth, we have two really incredible male cows. Third goes over fourth, she just shows me more width to that front end and a little more power throughout. Fourth over fifth, she just shows me more movement capacity and style. Congratulations.
Marking your catalogs along with us in the Jersey Show, there were 22 fall heifer calves exhibited. Entry 201 did not show. Entry 202 was 22nd. 203 placed 18. Entry 204 did not show. Entry 205 was our class winner and also first junior, co-star Kid Rock Cinderella, exhibited by Grant Krumstead and Gavin Kishman of Westby, Wisconsin. Entry 206 was second in the class and second junior, Smokin' Hot the French Fry, exhibited by Tenley, Hallie, and Kate Meyer of Postville, Iowa. Entry 207 was 16th, 208 was 17th. Entry 209 was 13th. 210 placed 14th. 211 was 15th. Entry 212 was 21st. Entry 213 placed 3rd in the class. BJ Chocolate Chip Lil Debbie, exhibited by Cupid Cattle Company, Sherry Seamers Peterman, and Crystal Sin of Sherburne, Minnesota. Entry 214 placed 12. 215 did not show. Entry 216 was 20th. 217 did not show. Entry 218 was 11th. Entries 219, 20, and 21 did not show. Entry 222 was 19th. 223 placed 8th. Entry 224 was 5th. 225 placed 9th. Entry 226 did not show. Entry number 227 was 6th in the class. Entry 228 did not show. Entry 229 was 4th and won the Bread Known Award, Schulte Brothers Coochie Girl, exhibited by Zach, Blake, and Mitch Schulte of Watkins, Iowa. Added entry 230 placed 7th in the class and won the Junior Bread Known Award, Wild Oats Built For It, exhibited by Jackson Deitzel and Jacob Alum of Comar, California. And added entry 231 placed 10th, Franz Royal Hidalgo Valentina, exhibited by Matthew Family Genetics of Portales, New Mexico. Now in the ring in our Jersey show is our summer yearling heifer class.
Placings in the 4-year-old brown Swiss cow class, 1901 did not show. 1902 was 6th. 1903 did not show. Entry 1904 was your winning entry and first place bred and owned. She is VB Can Do Juno, exhibited by Vaguely Farms of Monticello, Wisconsin. Entry 1905 was 2nd. Mayor's Spark Victoria, exhibited by Devin and Kayla Mayer and Greg Christensen. 1906 was 4th. 1907 was 3rd. 1908 was 5th. An added entry, 1909, was 7th and first junior. She is Powerline Crunch Shania, exhibited by Kendallin Waddell of Waterloo, Wisconsin. Now in the ring are the 5-year-old cows.
exhibitors, our judges making this first lineup in our summer yearling class. We need your spring yearlings headed to ringside. Jersey show exhibitors, your spring yearlings should be headed to ringside.
Placings are complete in the Brown Swiss 5-year-old class. First place junior goes to added entry 2007. She is Powerline Kate Swagger, Kendallin Waddell of Waterloo, Wisconsin. Third goes to entry 2006. She's also the third place bred and owned. VBHJCB Can Do Barbie, owned by Christopher and Hillary Vagley. Second goes to Right Way Famous TikTok, E.T., exhibited by Landry and Dakota Fraley of Muncie, Pennsylvania. And your winning entry and first place bred and owned goes to entry 2001. She is Pit Crew Phantom Christine, exhibited by Pit Crew Genetics of Cambridge, Minnesota. Judge Nails?
Nice class of 5-year-old Brown Swiss, but for me a pretty handy winner. She's fuller and higher at the top of her and also has that little leveler on her other floor after that forward blend a little smoother. Still further, she steps down on a steeper pasture and walks a lot more comfortably on those rear legs. But taking nothing away from the big strong forward foot now on second. Second over third is that spring and openness and depth to that forward rear rib. And then width and strength throughout, taking it over for a beautiful every time. Third. Third over fourth, she just shows me more boosting capacity to that other. And it's a little longer, taller than that over our super beautiful cow before. Congratulations.
Results of the 5-year-old cow class. Winning the class, entry 2001. She was also the first place bred and owned. She is Pit Crew Phantom Christine, exhibited by Pit Crew Genetics of Cambridge, Minnesota. Entry 2002 was fourth. Entry 2003 did not show. Entry 2004 was sixth. 2005 did not show. Entry 2006 was third and third place bred and owned. Added entry 2007 was fifth and first place junior. Powerline Kate Swagger, exhibited by Kendallin Waddell of Waterloo, Wisconsin. And added entry 2008 was second. She is Right Way Famous TikTok, exhibited by Landry and Dakota Fraley of Muncie, Pennsylvania. Now in the ring are the 6-year-old and older cows. Placings are complete in the 6-year-old and older cow class. Placing third, second junior and second bred and owned is entry 2101, MRK Seaman Pandora, exhibited by Jasmine Davenport of Sharon, Wisconsin. Placing second and first place bred and owned is Oak Knoll SS Heatwave, exhibited by Joseph Rule of Dodgeville. And your winning entry and first place junior is entry 2103, Horseshoe Hill N.U. Garland, exhibited by Alexis Blakenberg of Platteville, Wisconsin. Now, Judge Nails, with your reasons.
Three nice cows here in the age cow class. The first place cow, she wears the best setter. She's fuller and wider at the top of her rear and has a deeper seam up the back of every rudder. I also prefer the peak placement a little more correctly over the second place cow. But I do it with the second place cow, it shows me a little more strength to that forward. Second word third is just the movement capacity to the rear. Congratulations.
And over in the Jersey Show ring, Judge Natzke has completed his placing in our summer yearling heifer class. Second junior in the class is entry number 311, Johnson 5, Mark Mallory 513, exhibited by Trace Johnson and Kayla Trustum of Poplar Grove, Illinois. Placing third in the class is entry number 304, South Mountain Joel Kemin, exhibited by Travis Richardson of Omaha, Nebraska. Second in the class and the first junior and also winning the Junior Bred Owned Award is entry number 321, Camps RX Victorious Elegance, exhibited by Jenny Elliott and Elia Camps of Darlington, Wisconsin. And winning the class and winning the Bred Owned Award is entry number 312, Budjon Vale Video Cynthia, exhibited by Budjon Farms and Peter Vale of Lomira, Wisconsin. Congratulations. Judge Natzke, your comments on our summer yearling class.
Well, again, tremendous quality all the way down in this class. And I think we have two efforts that when we got them in the line, they sorted themselves at the top of the class for me. But I'm just giving the advantage in the first effort today, just being a little cleaner cut throughout. She's a heifer that's just longer and leaner through that head and neck, a little more curving in the thigh. And this is a big, powerful, pretty balanced heifer coming out in second. Second over third, she just uses that size and scale and mass throughout to go over this really well-made, correct heifer coming out third. Heifer in third, you have to admire her straightness in line, the way she walks on those rear feet and legs. And when we get them in the line, she just holds herself so together so much nicer than this pretty dairy heifer coming out in fourth. Taking nothing away from this heifer in fourth. A heifer that's extremely striking on the side of the ring. Just when I have it in the line, she tends to fall apart just a little bit. But she uses her femininity, dairy quality throughout the place over another well-balanced heifer coming out in fifth. Fifth over sixth is just on the slope from hooks to pins and the way she's tracking on her rear feet and legs to go over a big growthy heifer coming out in sixth. Congratulations.
If you're marking your catalogs along with us in the Midwest Spring National Jersey Show, there were 21 summer yearlings exhibited. Entry 301 did not show. 302 was 21st. 303 placed 16th. Entry 304 was third in the class. South Mountain Joel Camry, exhibited by Travis Richardson of Omaha, Nebraska. Entry 305 placed 10th. Entry 306 was 13th. Entry 307 did not show. Entry 308 was 15th. 309 placed 18th. Entry 310 placed 12th. Entry 311 was fourth in the class and second junior, Johnson 5, Mallory 513, exhibited by Trace Johnson and Kayla Trustum of Poplar Grove, Illinois. Entry 312 was our class winner and also won the Red Nose Award. Budjon Vale Video Cynthia, exhibited by Budjon Farms and Peter Vale of Lomira, Wisconsin. Entry 313 was 14th. 314 placed 7th. Entry 315 was 6th. 316 did not show. Entry 317 placed 19th. 318 show. 319 placed fifth. Entry 320 did not show. Entry 321 was second in the class and the winning junior. She also won the Junior Red Note Award, Camps RX Victorious Elegance, exhibited by Demi Elliott and Elia Camps of Darlington, Wisconsin. Entry 322 was 20th. 323 placed 17th. Entry 324 was 8th. Added entry 325 was 9th. Viera Gravity Freefall, submitted by Matthew Family Genetics of Portales, New Mexico. And added entry 326 was 11th. Trillo Anger Jordan Van, exhibited by Tristan and Willow Upchurch and Eva Anger of Hebron, Illinois. Excuse me. Now in the ring in our Jersey show is our spring yearling class. Jersey show exhibitors, our classes get much smaller from this point forward, so we'll be moving those heifers to the ring a little more quickly. Once again, we're in the spring yearling class, and our classes are much smaller here on out.
Placings are complete in the production cow class. Placing second is entry 2202. She is also the winner of the Bread and Owned Award. She is Just So D. Frisky, exhibited by Just So Farm of Lake Mills, Wisconsin. And winning entry is 2201, Tara Rose Cliff Shasta, exhibited by Adele Biasini of Kalmar, Iowa. Now, Judge Nails with your reasons.
Just two cows there in our production class, but two incredible individuals in their own right. But the first cow, she takes the class pretty handily. She's just so high and wide and comes really rare. And has that forward one right into her body wall. She also shows me more depth to that forward where just length and extensions are taking nothing away from her incredible cow in second. Congratulations.
Junior Brown Swiss exhibitors, our plan is to do senior champion, grand champion, and then champion bred and owned. So if you have a young cow, you'll want to bring her a young winning cow, you'll want to bring her ringside because we will go right into grand champion.
Attention Jersey Show exhibitors, the judge is making his first lineup in our spring yearling class. We need those winter yearlings to ringside. Jersey Show exhibitors, we need your winter yearlings to ringside.
Currently in the ring, we have the candidates eligible for the senior champion of the junior show. The first place 4-year-old cow is entry 1909, Powerline Crunch Shania, shown by Kendallin Waddell of Waterloo, Wisconsin. In the 5-year-old cow class, the first place junior is entry 2007. She is Powerline Cade Swagger, also shown by Kendallin Waddell of Waterloo, Wisconsin. And in the 6-year-old cow class, our winning junior entry is entry 2103, Horseshoe Hill NU Garland, exhibited by Alexis Blakenberg. And the second place junior in the 6-year-old and older cow class is entry 2101. She is MRK Seaman Pandora, shown by Jasmine Davenport. Now Judge Nails will select his senior champion of the junior show.
Let's give these junior exhibitors a big hand. I'll go out and select our senior champion reserve, and then we'll mention, and then I'll say a few comments afterwards. Our pair counts will be senior and reserve senior champion of the junior show. The first place count, she just had shows more capacity than her height width with regard to bigness over our reserve. For reserve, it's that length and extension of right to take her over our first place 5-year-old for our whole engine. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the 6-year-old and older cow who was just named the senior champion of the junior show. She's entry 2103, Horseshoe Hill NU Garland, exhibited by Alexis Blankenberg. The reserve champion is the second place 6-year-old and older cow. She is MRK Seaman Pandora, exhibited by Jasmine Davenport. And our honorable mention, senior champion of the junior show, goes to the 5-year-old cow. She is Power Time Cade Swagger, exhibited by Kendallin Waddell. We would like to thank Kinney Farms Hauling for the awards.
Jersey Show exhibitors, we'd just like to remind everybody as we're moving to our yearling classes here that our cow show for the jerseys will start at 3 o'clock. It does look like we will have a break. Once again, Jersey Show exhibitors, the cow classes are scheduled to begin at 3 o'clock.
Attention Brown Swiss Junior exhibitors, if you were a winner of the Bred and Owned award in your class, please bring your heifer or cow back to ringside. We will be selecting the champion Bred and Owned.
And over in our Jersey Show ring, Judge Natzke has completed his placing in our spring yearling class. Second junior in the class is entry number 409. CJL Gigawatt Malibu, exhibited by Cora, Jamie, and Lindsay Gibbs of Rolling Stone, Minnesota. Placing third in the class is entry number 406, South Mountain and Company Rock Rhapsody, exhibited by Jared Bramer of Virginia, Minnesota. Second in the class, entry number 403, Budjon Vale Video T Swift, exhibited by Budjon Farms and Peter Vale of Lomira, Wisconsin. And winning the class, she's the first junior. She also won the Bred and Owned Award and the Junior Bred and Owned Award. It's entry number 401, Saber Ghost Valley, exhibited by Kaylee Gillette of New Franklin, Wisconsin. Congratulations. Judge, your thoughts on our spring yearling class?
Well, exceptional quality again in this spring yearling class. That goes 6-7 deep in this class. I think we have a pair of heifers that sort themselves at the top of the class for me today. That being said, the heifer in first, just a heifer that's a little cleaner today. She's a little longer in that neck. She's a little more encouraging in the thigh. She's a little less patchy over her pins. And then it's this beautiful heifer coming out in second. Taking helmet away from this long, very stylish heifer in second. She just used her extreme advantage in the way she sets her front feet down to place over another really nice, well-made heifer coming out in third. The heifer in third, heifer you have to admire for that lane from end to end. She's got so much drop and spring to her forward rear rib, and that heifer just used her extreme advantage and fullness in the cross and front end to place over another well-grown heifer coming out in fourth. Fourth over fifth, it's just on that run structure. Her tail head sits, neater tail head setting, then another beautiful deep rib heifer coming out in fifth. Fifth over sixth, she just uses her advantage in that depth, springing openness to the forward rib to place over another heifer that's extremely daring and stylish coming out in sixth. Congratulations.
In your catalog, there were 9 spring yearlings exhibited. Entry 401 was the winner. She also was first junior, won the Bred and Owned Award and the Junior Bred and Owned Award. Saber Ghost Valley, exhibited by Kaylee Gillette, New Franklin, Wisconsin. Entry 402 did not show. Entry 403 was second to the class. Budjon Vale Video T. Swift, exhibited by Budjon Farms in Peter Vale of Elmira, Wisconsin. Entry 404 was 8th. 405 did not show. Entry 406 was third in the class. South Mountain and Company Rock Rhapsody, exhibited by Jared Bramer of Virginia, Minnesota. Entry 407 was 6th. 408 placed 9th. Entry 409 was 5th in the class and second junior. CJL Gigawatt Malibu, exhibited by Cora, Jeannie, and Lindsay Gibbs of Rolling Stone, Minnesota. Entries 410 through 415 did not show. Entry 416 was 4th, and entry 417 placed 7th. Now entering the ring in our Midwest Spring National Jersey Show is our Winter Yearling Heifer class.
In the brown Swiss ring, Judge Nails will be selecting his grand champion of the junior show.
Let's give all the junior exhibitors a huge round of applause. I'll go and select our grand leader, and I'll mention, and I'll say a few reasons after. Our pair of young gals will be our grand and reserve for the junior show. That is showing a little more movement and capacity right at the top of the order, taking nothing away for our senior champion, Frank Momentum. And she just doesn't have quite have the pop at the top of the order. The other two young gals go a little longer and bigger for that. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the grand champion of our junior show. She is the junior 3-year-old cow, Harvest Breeze Else Windstorm, exhibited by Tristan Ostrom. And the senior 2-year-old cow is the reserve grand champion of the junior show. She is Genlar Wedding Diego, exhibited by Tristan Ostrom. And our honorable mention goes to the 6-year-old and older cow, Horseshoe Bill N.U. Garland, exhibited by Alexis Blakenberg. Congratulations to our juniors, and thank you to Mill K Farms for the award for the Grand Champion Junior.
And in the Jersey ring, Judge Natzke has completed his placing in our winter yearling heifer class. Placing third in the class and second junior, and also winning the Junior Bred Nolan Award is entry number 501, Alno Ferdinand Fresca, exhibited by Nolan and Alana Schatz of Cresco, Iowa. Second in the class and first junior is added entry 505, Miss Victorious Almond Joy, exhibited by Keston and Kinley Martin of Tulare, California. Winning the class and the Bred Nolan Award is entry number 502, Budjon Vale Jordan Sheena, exhibited by Budjon Farms and Peter Vale of Elmira, Wisconsin. Kyle, your comments on our winter yearling class?
Those 4 heifers in this winter yearling class were 4 beautiful heifers in their own right. That being said, I think we have a pair of heifers that sort themselves to the top of the class for me today. The first heifer just used her extreme advantage in that gap and springing openness to her forward rear rib, place over the heifer in second. She's also a heifer that's much cleaner cut throughout. She's less patchy in the pins and more curving in the thigh than this beautiful, stylish heifer coming out second. Heifer in second over the heifer in third. Just a heifer that's longer from end to end. She's a heifer that is fuller in the crops than this beautiful, stylish heifer coming out in third. Third over fourth, just use her advantage. Again, in cleanliness throughout. She's a heifer that has more crop to her forward rear rib as well. Place over another well-known heifer in your fourth. Congratulations.
There were 4 winter yearlings exhibited in our Spring National Jersey Show. Reading from the top of your catalog, entry 501 was third in class, a second junior, and won the Junior Bred Nolan Award. Alno Ferdinand Fresca, exhibited by Nolan and Alana Schatz of Cresco, Iowa. Entry 502 was our class winner and also won the Bread Owned Award. Button Vale Jordan Sheena, exhibited by Button Farms and Peter Vale of Lomira, Wisconsin. Entry 503 did not show. Entry 504 placed fourth. Added entry 505 was second in the class and first junior, Miss Victorious Almond Joy, exhibited by Preston and Kimmy Martin of Tulare, California. Now in the ring in our Jersey show is our fall yearling heifer class.
In the Brown Swiss ring, Judge Nails will now select his champion, bred and owned of the junior show.
I'll go and congratulate our champion for the junior show. She'll be the third over here in the end. She goes over the other two, this time the correctness of her rear feet, legs, and hardness over the top. Congratulations.
Attention Jersey exhibitors, following our fall yearling class, we will be selecting our junior champion female of the junior show, and then our junior champion of the open show. Jersey exhibitors, following this class, we are moving into our selection of junior champions. Please have those animals headed to ringside. After our selection of junior champion, we'll have our junior best three group, and then it looks like we will have a break until 3 o'clock when we'll begin the milking cow classes. Jersey show exhibitors, our milking classes will begin at 3 o'clock.
Congratulations to Jasmine Davenport. She showed the champion, bred and owned of the junior show. Her 6-year-old and older cow, MRK Seaman Pandora. Now entering the Brown Swiss ring are the candidates for the senior champion of the open show. Our 4-year-old cow is VB Can Do Juno, owned by Bagley Farms. The second place 4-year-old cow is Mayer's Spark Victoria, exhibited by Devin and Kayla Mayer and Greg Christensen. From the 5-year-old cow class, the winning entry was Pit Crew Phantom Christine, exhibited by Pit Crew Genetics. And the second place 5-year-old goes to entry 2008, Right Way Farms Tic Tac, owned by Landry and Dakota Fraley. In the 6-year-old and older cow class, the winning entry was Horseshoe Hill N.U. Garland, exhibited by Alexis Blankenberg. And the second place cow was Oak Knoll SS Heatwave, exhibited by Joey Rule. And in our production cow class, the winning entry went to Tara Rose Cliff Shasta, exhibited by Adele Biasini. And second place goes to Just So D. Frisky, exhibited by Just So Farm. These are your candidates for the senior champion of the open show.
Attention junior show exhibitors, the judges made this first lineup in our fall yearling class. We need those animals competing for junior champion of the junior show to be at ringside. Junior show exhibitors, we need those animals competing for junior champion female of the junior show at the ring.
Judge Nails has made his final pull for the senior champion. He will now select.
Let's give these exhibitors of the senior champion cows a big round of applause. I pulled out our pair of first and second place 4-year-olds. Two extremely stylish cows. The first place cow just an extremely tall, long, stretchy cow with a great udder. The second place cow an extremely balanced cow with lots of strength throughout with a really great udder also. Then I pulled out our first place 5-year-old. An also balanced cow with an extremely great udder, tall and long on the head. Then our first place production cow. Another balanced cow with a great udder. I'll go and select our senior reserve and I will mention that udder.
He couldn't get enough water pump in her.
Our production cow, she'll be your senior champion. She's just so balanced, she has an incredible udder. She's higher and wider, a little higher and fuller at the top, very top of her udder. And also shows me a little more length for that forearm, taking nothing away from our reserve grand cow. She goes over that one and it's just the height and width at the very top of her rear udder. Congratulations.
Congratulations to our senior champion. She comes from The production cow class. She is entry 2201, Tara Rose Cliff Shasta, exhibited by Adele Viasini of Kelmar, Iowa. Reserve senior champion goes to the 5-year-old cow, Pit Crew Phantom Christine, exhibited by Pit Crew Genetics of Cambridge, Minnesota. And your honorable mention senior champion goes to the 4-year-old cow, VD Can Do Juno, exhibited by Bailey Farms of Monticello, Wisconsin. Thank you to our sponsor of the Senior Champion Awards, Volker Swiss Farm.
In our Jersey show ring, Judge Natzke completed his placing in our fall yearling heifer class. Winning the Junior Bred Noble Award in his class is entry number 605, Kessinich Canadian Club Beta, exhibited by Hutkin, Kessinich, and Hughes of Ryle, Wisconsin. Winning the Bred Noble Award in the class is entry number 613, Budjon Vale Joel Dulcie, exhibited by Budjon Farms and Peter Vale of Wilmira, Wisconsin. Placing third in the class is entry number 606, Schulte Brothers Kid Rock Fame, exhibited by David and Jeremy Hosey and Hayes and Olive McNeil of Glen Cove, Minnesota. Second in the class at second junior is entry number 604, Mead Manor Chocolate Chip Cookie, exhibited by Addison Goff of Hobbs, New Mexico. And winning the class and also first junior is entry number 609, Mead Manor Joel Cinnamon, exhibited by Aubrey Dahl and Kaylee Gillette of New Franklin, Wisconsin. Congratulations. Judge Natzke, your thoughts on our fall yearling class?
Oh, an impressive class. Heifers all the way to the last one of this class. Let's give this class a round of applause. A few different shapes and sizes at the start of the class. The heifer that comes to the top of the class for me just has so much ring presence. She has so much style, so much mass and depth when she's out in the ring. She just uses her advantage. She has over the heifer in second, cleanliness throughout. She's just cleaner through that head and neck. She's more curvy than thigh. Just big, powerful, massive heifer coming in second. Second over third, she just uses that extreme advantage. Depth to her forward rear, depth to place over. Another well-balanced heifer coming out in fourth, or in third. Third over fourth. She's a heifer that's clear cut throughout. She's longer in that head and neck. And I prefer the tailhead setting on the third heifer over the fourth heifer. Taking nothing away from this heifer in fourth. Heifer in fourth over the heifer in fifth. Just has more drop to her rear rib today. And fifth over sixth, just uses her advantage in mass throughout. She's a heifer. Just has more size and scale and length from end to end. And another extremely well-balanced, pretty heifer coming out in sixth. Congratulations to all these heifers.
There were 11 fall yearlings exhibited in our Spring National Jersey Show. Entry 601 placed 10. 602 was 11. 603 placed 9th. 604 was second in the class and second junior, Mead Manor Chocolate Chip Cookie, exhibited by Addison Goff of Hobbs, New Mexico. Entry 605 was 8th and won the Junior Red Nose Award, Kessinich Canadian Club Beta, exhibited by Hutkin, Kessinich, and Hughes of Ryle, Wisconsin. Entry 606 was third, Schulte Brothers Kid Rock Fame, exhibited by David and Jeremy Hosey, and Hayes and Olive McNeil of Glen Cove, Minnesota. Entry 607 was sixth, 608 placed fourth. Entry 609 was first in the class and first junior, Mead Manor Joel Cinnamon, exhibited by Aubrey Dahl and Kaylee Gillette of New Franklin, Wisconsin. Entry 610 and 611 did not show. 612 placed 7th. Entry 613 was fifth and won the Renowned Award. Bud John Vale, Joel Dulcie, exhibited by Bud John Farms and Peter Vale of Lomira, Wisconsin. And entry 614 did not show. Now entering the ring are those heifers and their owners competing for a junior champion female of our junior show. The Junior Champion Award in our junior show is sponsored by the Wisconsin Junior Jersey Breeders Association.
Over in the brown Swiss ring, Judge Nails will now select the grand champion of the open show.
Before I go up and select the champions, I just want to thank a few people. I want to thank the breeders and exhibitors for voting me the judge of the show. It's truly been an honor. I also want to thank all the show staff that makes the show run smoothly as it does. I know that takes a lot of work and organization. I also want to thank all the breeders and exhibitors for getting the cows and heifers out on the money. They all look great. And then I also want to send a huge thank you to my family back home. You know, it's not easy for any of us to get away, but it means the world to me. I'll go out and select our senior champion, reserve and honorable mention, then I'll say a few comments after. Our senior champion, she'll be our grand champion, also the best ever here at the show. When a mature cow comes out like this for me, it's pretty much game over. She's on the money today. It's that heck win to the top of the river that takes you over our reserve grant. Reserve over on the mention gets a little closer, but I just prefer the way that she carries that rump structure, especially when standing in line to go over our young cow for on the mention. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the grand champion of the Brown Swiss Show. She is the production cow, and she's also best udder of the show. She is entry 2201, Tara Rose Cliff Shasta, exhibited by Adele Biasini of Kalmar, Iowa. And reserve grand champion and champion bred and owned goes to the 5-year-old cow, Pit Crew Phantom Christine, exhibited by Pit Crew Genetics of Cambridge, Minnesota. An honorable mention goes to our junior 3-year-old cow. She is Harvest Breeze Else Windstorm, shown by Tristan Ostrom. Congratulations. We'd also like to thank the sponsors of our grand champion banner. They are Brothers 3 Brown Swiss. And I'd like to announce the Premier Breeder and Premier Exhibitor. Both awards go to Vagley Farms. The Premier Breeder goes to Vagley Farms, and the Premier Exhibitor goes to Vagley Farms and Christopher and Hillary Vagley. Congratulations.
Over in the Jersey Show ring, we certainly want to recognize and put the spotlight on those animals and their young handlers in the ring that are competing for junior champion female of our junior show. In our winter heifer calf class, our winning junior was entry 104, Cross Rider Dream of Heidi, exhibited by Schmucker, Crop, and Powers of Whitewater, Wisconsin. Second junior in the class was entry 105, LMA Hidalgo Vegas Baby, exhibited by LMA Genetics of DeForest, Wisconsin. In the fall calf class, our winning junior was entry 205, Coast Guard Kid Rock Cinderella, exhibited by Grant Kermstead, Gavin Kishman, and Zach Hanoff of Westby, Wisconsin. Second junior in the class was entry number 206, Smokin' Hot V French Fry, exhibited by Tenley, Halley, and Kate Meyer of Postville, Iowa. Our winning junior from the summer yearling class was entry 321, Camps RX Victorious Elegance, exhibited by Demi, Elliott, and Elia Camp Second junior in the class was entry 311, Johnson 5, Mallory 513, exhibited by Trace Johnson and Kayla Trusta of Poplar Grove, Illinois. In our spring yearling class, our first place junior was entry 401, Saber Ghost Deli, exhibited by Kaylee Gillette of New Franklin, Wisconsin. Second in that class was entry 409, CJL Gigawatt Malibu, exhibited by Cora, Jamie, and Lindsay Gibbs of Rolling Stone, Minnesota. In our rich yearling class, our first junior was entry 505, Miss Victorious Almond Joy, exhibited by Keston and Kinley Martin of Tulare, California. Second junior was entry 501, Elno Ferdinand Fresca, exhibited by Nolan and Alana Schatz of Cresco, Iowa. And in our fall yearling class, our winning junior was entry 609, Mead Manor Joel Cinnamon, exhibited by Aubrey Dahl and Katie Gillette of New Franklin, Wisconsin. Second junior in the class was entry 604, Mead Manor Chocolate Chip Cookie, exhibited by Addison Goff of Hobbs, New Mexico. Congratulations to all of our junior exhibitors. Our junior entries were very, very competitive in the open show today. And a big shout out to the effort of all of our junior exhibitors. And at this time, Judge Natzke is approaching the microphone. That's a pretty good sign. He's completed his deliberations. And Judge, our selection of junior champion of the junior show.
Let's give these junior exhibitors a round of applause. The quality of cattle they brought out today has been second to none, and they've been competing in the open show all day long. Taking nothing away from the ones that I didn't pull out in the center of the ring, but these are my 5 favorite heifers in the junior show today. I'm going to go out and I'll select my junior champion, my reserve, my honorable mention in that order. I'll give you some reasons afterwards. Pair of fall yearlings when they walk into the ring. They grab my attention right away. This first place, this junior champion effort, like I said in class, she's just a little cleaner cut today, a little more encouraging in the thigh, and taking nothing away from this reserve effort. After we have to admire for that depth and openness and balance throughout. She just uses that, the way her tail head sits between her pins, with the pins, and depth to her rear head to place over another extremely nice heifer in the spring year. 3 exceptional heifers. Congratulations to all the exhibitors.
Congratulations to our pair of fall yearlings. They're our junior champion and reserve junior champion of our 2026 Midwest Spring National Jersey Junior Show. Junior champion is entry 609, Mead Manor Joel Cinnamon, exhibited by Aubrey Dahl and Kaylee Gillette of New Franklin, Wisconsin. Our reserve junior champion was our second place fall yearling in the junior show, entry 604, Mead Manor Chocolate Chip Cookie, exhibited by Addison Goff of Hobbs, New Mexico. And our honorable mention junior champion was our winning spring yearling, entry 401, Saber Ghost Belly, exhibited by Kaylee Gillette of New Franklin, Wisconsin. Congratulations. We'll finish taking just a few photos here, and we'll get our judge back and move into our selection of junior champion of the open show. The junior champion award of our open show is sponsored by Lost Elm Jerseys, Berlin, Wisconsin.
We now have the best 3 females in the Brown Swiss ring. Judge Nails will talk about that class.
Just one group here in our senior best 3, but a group that could stand a lot of competition. 3 extremely diverse cows with exceptional great products. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Bailey Farms winning the best 3 female class. Now entering the ring is the produce of Dan.
Just one entry here again, the daughter class with an incredible honor, young cow, and a super stylish daughter. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Bailey Farms winning the dam and offspring class. This now concludes our 2026 Midwest Spring Brown Swiss Show. Thank you to Judge Nails for placing the cattle today, and thank you to all of the exhibitors. Attention Ayrshire exhibitors, your show will be starting in about 5 minutes. If you have an Ayrshire winter calf, please make your way to the east end of the show ring. Over at our Jersey show ring, these animals parading in front of Judge Natzke are competing for junior champion of the Open Show. Our best heifers of the show coming into the ring at this time, both all first or second in their classes here today. We had 79 heifers exhibited. Our winning winter calf, there were 12 winter calves exhibited. Our winner was entry 104, Cost Rider Dream of Heidi, exhibited by Schmucker, Croft, and Powers of Whitewater, Wisconsin. Second in the class was entry number 106, BJ Victorious Bahamas, exhibited by Butlerview of Litchfield, Minnesota. There were 22 fall calves, that was our largest class of the day. And our winner was entry number 205, Co-Star Kid Rock Cinderella, exhibited by Grant Crimston, Gavin Kishman, and Zach Danoff of Westby, Wisconsin. Second in that class was entry number 206, Smoking Hot Green French Fry, exhibited by Kemin, Malley, and Kate Meyer of Postville, Iowa. There were 21 summer yearlings exhibited. Our winner was entry number 312, Budjon Vale Video Cynthia, exhibited by Budjon Farms and Peter Vale of Gulmira, Wisconsin. Second in the class, entry number 321, Camps RX Victorious Elegance, exhibited by Demi, Elliott, and Elia Camps of Darlington, Wisconsin. There were 9 spring yearlings exhibited. Our class winner was entry number 401, Saber Ghost Valley, exhibited by Kaylee Gillette of New Franken, Wisconsin. Second in the class was entry number 403, Budjon Vale Video T Swift, exhibited by Budjon Farms and Peter Vale of Gulmira, Wisconsin. There were 4 winter yearlings. Our winner was entry number 5
502, Budge on Vale, Jordan Sheena, exhibited by Budge on Farms and Peter Vale of Lomira, Wisconsin. Second in the class, entry number 505, Miss Victoria's Almond Joy, exhibited by Christine Kennedy Martin of Tulare, California. And there were 11 fall yearlings exhibited. Our winner was entry number 609, Mead Manor Joel Cinnamon, exhibited by Aubrey Dahl and Haley Gillette of New Franken, Wisconsin. Second in that class was entry number 604, Mead Manor Chocolate Chip Cookie, exhibited by Addison Goff of Hobbs, New Mexico. Congratulations to all of our Jersey exhibitors. As I said, there were 79 heifers exhibited in a really high quality heifer show here today.
Good afternoon, International exhibitors. We are ready to start the classes here with our winter calf class. And over in our Jersey show ring, Judge Natzke is cleaning the microphone. Let's admire these final 5 heifers out in the middle of the ring. There's cream of the crop and a beautiful heifer show today. And Kyle, we're extremely interested to hear your thoughts and see your selection of junior champion of our 2026 Midwest Spring National Jersey Show.
Well, what an exceptional show it's been this morning. Let's give all these exhibitors a round of applause for the quality of gallery presented. Taking nothing away from the ones that I left at the side of the ring, these are my 5 favorite heifers of the Jersey show today. First one being the summer yearling, a heifer that's ultra dairy, ultra pretty, inside is moving on the break. The spring yearling, after you have to admire for that depth of both her fore and rear rib, after that walks on a great set of feet legs. And the winner yearling, a heifer that has a phenomenal frame, a heifer with so much depth and openness to her fore and rear rib, and you have to admire the width of her rump. And these pair senior yearlings, heifers that are clean cut and dairy, and heifers that travel around the ring with a great set of feet legs. I'm going to go out and I'll select my junior champion, my reserve, and my honorable mention heifer. For me, there's no denying this pair of senior yearlings today. Heifers that are on the money, heifers that are clean cut and dairy and travel exceptionally well on their feet and legs. takes them over the winter yearling for us, or for me. She just, after the two fall yearlings just travel so much more freer on their rear feet and legs. And I prefer the set to their rear feet and legs, but taking nothing away from this beautiful, stylish winter yearling for our Golden. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the
One building at a time.
in our Jersey show ring, our final class of our Heifer show, which is the Junior Best 3 group class. Winning the class is entry number 904, our Junior Best 3 group from Wajan Vale of Elmira, Wisconsin, and second in the class to our group from Stadview, Litchfield, Minnesota. Congratulations. Judge, your thoughts on our group class?
There's two groups in our Junior Best 3, but two extremely well-balanced groups in their own right. I'm just giving the nod to the first group. Heifers that all did extremely well in their individual classes. Heifers that are a little more uniform throughout and had a little more drop to their rear rib than this group in second. But taking nothing away from another beautiful, well-balanced group in second. Congratulations.